King on the wall, losing sleep, losing track of the tears I cry. Every drop is a waterfall, every breath is a break in the riptide. Oh, how long has it been? I don't know, but it feels like an eternity since I had you here with me, since I had to learn to be someone you don't know, to be with you in paradise. Welcome in, Abby, and welcome in, Saribot, as well. We have 2 hydrates and 2 snack. Well, 1 snack actually. It's one my last pack of Sour Patch Kids. It's one of those like that single serving. Oh, how long has it been? I don't know, but it feels like, and I'm doing amazing. But it feels like an eternity since I had you here with me, since I had to learn to be. So I have a Coke, and then I have a water with a Skittles packet of like flavor. But it feels like an eternity. And you are A-okay, Abby. I'm glad you even just commented. That is enough for me. But let's read what Saribot's joke is. Why do seagulls fly over the ocean? Because if they flew over the bay, we'd call them bagels. That is so cute. I love that. That's cute. Is it funny? Not really, but is it still charming and adorable? Yes, 100%. Okay, so last time we left off, we were playing, okay, so in AFK Journey, we are still investigating the death of Professor Lamar, or Headmaster Lamar, and currently all of the mages are doing a selection exam. Oh gosh, that actually scared me. That got me. Thank you so much for the ping. I appreciate it. You just released a new custom spotlight video. Ooh, nice. What is that about? But so yes, Professor Lamar is dead, and we're trying to investigate who did the killing. Now, we're also going through like a selection exam. So Cassidy's here, Sylvan, Jervin, and yes, and also this like squirrel. I forgot what the name of the squirrel was, to be honest. But we're all in this selection exam. We're all friends. We know each other. And yes, now we're going through each of the tests. Right now, Peggy is doing some sort of test because she bumped into this frame and then the picture like died. I don't know. I don't know if it's like a digital frame or like what's going on. The painting isn't there anymore. Cassie has officially entered her villain arc, and we're about to see what's going on. Woo-hoo-hoo! I almost didn't turn on the audio.
The more I think about this painting, it was totally my mistake. It looks like the damage is worse than I thought. Have you found a way to fix it yet?
I think the audio is fine, but please let me know if it's not. And nice new customs, beautiful.
Your Highness, I think there's been a misunderstanding. What I mean is,
and good evening.
This painting itself is a forgery.
Oh, interesting.
What? Cassidy, are you sure about that?
I'm certain.
If it wasn't a forgery, she would have definitely entered her villain arc. Thank goodness, right? And that's wonderful.
I come to the gallery every single day to admire it. I know every detail by heart, better than I know my own name.
Okay, Cassidy. All right.
The shadows along Magister Merlin's nose,
what?
Jawline and cheeks are softer, and the background uses thicker layers of pigment.
Girl, you actually remember all that? You come here every single day? I'm gonna say this.
Of course. It's you, our revered Magister Merlin, after all. The one we all look up to. And every portrait in this gallery is protected by powerful enchantments. A fall like that shouldn't have caused any damage at all.
Good.
Someone must have swapped the original for a forgery before Her Highness ruined it.
Before Her Highness ruined it.
Huh? What makes you think that?
She just explained.
Cassidy, mind your tone. You're speaking to Her Highness.
Cassidy, we are still in the middle of the selection. We shouldn't get involved in other matters.
Cassidy just doesn't care if it's not the original.
So strange. This is a portrait of the great Magister Merlin, the most famous mage in the entire empire. Its value should be obvious. If the Serene Lyceum's prized collection has been replaced with a forgery, that's a serious breach of security.
I mean, I
have to report it to the school faculty immediately.
I think we should report it, but I don't know if it's that serious.
Your Highness, whatever the reason, I hope you.
And how is she gonna explain to that?
To the school faculty with us.
Cassidy? That's enough.
Why, Sylvan? She pointed out a point. Rub your temples helplessly. Her Highness wouldn't act on impulse. Let's stop saying forgery, maybe? No, but it is. I trust Cassidy knows what the picture looks like. I'm gonna just say that she wouldn't act on impulse.
Well, Cassidy, as a princess, everything I do has its reasons. Why don't you, take a break and think it over?
Take a break.
Reasons? But this isn't complicated at all.
Yeah, Cassidy already
Maybe I'm just
understand.
not seeing it. All right, I will find somewhere quiet to think this through. Thank you for the suggestion, Your Highness.
Clearly, Cassidy didn't catch Peggy's hints. Or rather, she had no idea what a hint even was. Naturally, didn't realize that the entire scene of damaging the painting had been deliberately staged by Peggy. Just stopped by to say hello. You have severe sleep deprivation. No! Yes, get some rest. Thank you so much for coming in and stopping by. It makes me happy that you came. Someone had already swapped the painting for a fake, and Peggy did the whole act in front of everyone. But why would Peggy do that? It obviously wasn't to humiliate anyone. She would never make a meaningless scene in public. This has to be about the selection exam. I think your message didn't say send last time. Interesting. And thank you so much for the stretch. And then I hope you get a lot of rest. I hope tomorrow or even later today, you get fully energized. I'm going to do that stretch. But it feels like an eternity since I had you here with me.
After all that, she still didn't get it.
I don't get it either. What is Cassidy supposed to do?
Never mind. Anyway, back to our earlier topic. Has anyone figured out how to restore the painting?
Please don't worry, Your Highness. If you allow it, leave this to us. We will make sure the painting is fully restored.
Is the objective to just make them restore the painting even if it's a forgery? Cassidy really can't take a hint. I better talk to Gervin first. What is the hint? Did anybody catch it? Because, like, I don't really understand what Cassidy was supposed to do. Now, this is interesting.
If I'm right, what Her Highness just did was actually part of the second test.
Huh? But why go about it that way?
To become a court mage, magical talent isn't the only thing that matters. You know what I mean, Sylvan.
I would have failed the selection exam,
Exactly.
period.
Her Highness clearly did it on purpose. Her tone, gestures, and expression were all too deliberate. Like she was performing a scripted play.
Okay.
It's hard to admit, but reading the room, acting with care, and maintaining royal decorum, those are vital skills for anyone serving at the royal court.
If Cassidy fails for how she handled this situation, then maybe the royal court is not the place people want to work, because that is a ridiculous. Just tell me what you want me to do. Cassidy clocked it. She understood immediately what was happening. This was all part of the test. Well done. You have it all figured out.
Yes, I think so too. Otherwise, how could she damage an important painting so easily? Like Cassidy said, the protection enchantment shouldn't fail over a simple accident.
Restoring this painting while upholding royal dignity. That's the goal of today's exam. It's a test of our judgment and our ability.
And hello,
to
Brony. How you
on
doing?
behalf of the royal court.
Mm-mm-mm. You said hi, Rebecca, and then said Rebecca. That's interesting. I don't know what you were supposed to correct, but you spelled it right. Rebeca. That's me. And I'm doing amazing. How are you?
Even though it's a replica, the craftsmanship is nearly identical to the original. It's not something one can restore alone. We'll need to work together.
What a weird test.
Could you gather everyone here? I have a few ideas that might work.
After a brief discussion, Gervin gathers all of the students remaining in the selection exam.
Everyone, I have some modest experience in art collecting and appraisal.
What is this
If you
hat?
don't
Like,
mind,
nobody wore this hat
please hear
earlier,
me out.
right?
Anita, Maria, you both have painting experience. We'll need your help finding some high-quality canvas that can withstand magical energy.
That kind of canvas is rare. Maybe I can ask my family to find some through their contacts in the Mithril Consortium.
Rowan is here.
I'll ask my parents to reach out to their artist friends too. Anita, let's go.
Rothro, Ravendi, could you two handle the damaged frame?
Roughro
Be
Ravendi
sure to
sounds like
restore the
a
carvings,
a
gold
spell
leaves,
from Harry
and the
Potter.
metalwork.
We'll see what we can do.
Sylvan and I will gather the pigments needed to repair the portrait. Meanwhile, I'll ask my father to contact one of the court's expert portraitists to oversee the restoration.
It reminds me of how Malfoy always is like, my father will hear about this.
We'll also need someone to analyze the spell formula on the portrait.
I'm
That
actually
will
gonna
take
go ahead and
serious
mix the
theoretical
drink.
knowledge and a lot of
And how
hands-on
was my weekend? It was
experience.
good. Lovely. I'm gonna go ahead and drink a little bit of the water. That's what I do to make sure that the taste is potent. Drink some of the water. And then put it in the juice, the packet, the flavor packet. But it feels like an eternity since I had you here with me. Oh, I think the gloves that I'm wearing is messing up my ability to tear this. No, please tear. Do you tear through the cloudless night like the moon? Ah. Goodness gracious. Okay, I did tear a little bit. So that should be enough. But it feels like an eternity since I had you here with me. Since I had to learn to be a skittle you don't know. To be with water in paradise, what I wouldn't sacrifice. Why'd you have to chase the light somewhere I can go? So I walk this world alone. And yeah, my weekend was good. To be honest, it's a lot of the same routine. I'm a person who lives on routine. So I watched some of my favorite streamers, my favorite YouTubers. I was playing my DS. I played a lot of I played this card game. Normally it's like a party game. Why does I thought it would be red, but it's pink and it makes me uncomfortable. Okay, it still tastes pretty good, so even though the color is wrong, it should be just fine. To be with you in paradise. What else did I do? Just like the usual stuff, to be honest. So I walk this world alone.
I was planning to have you and Cassidy handle this together, but after what just happened,
I'll go talk to her. Cassidy will come around.
then I'll leave that to you.
What about me?
Pippa!
You have tremendous magical power. It's just a matter of control. Niall, on the other hand, is skilled at channeling magical energy. Once everything's ready, you two will be responsible for reinfusing the portrait with magic.
Reinfusing it with magic? No problem. I will not fail this test.
Then let's get started. We shouldn't keep Her Highness waiting.
You're just about to leave when you notice Princess Peggy signaling to you before quietly flipping away from the gallery. It looks like Peggy wants me to talk to me. We must have gone a long way. Cassidy and that personality of hers.
I knew you'd catch my signal.
Of course, of course.
Rowan told me to act like I didn't know you. Don't worry, I will not blow your cover.
Thank you.
Well, how was my acting? Pretty convincing, wasn't it? I even asked a theater actor from Savannah for tips and spent half the night practicing in front of a mirror.
Oh. Well, you got me. No one suspected a thing. The only one who brought it was asked to leave. What? I'm gonna say no one suspected a thing.
Maybe I really do have a future on stage.
Sure, why not?
Anyway, Cassidy's still the same as ever. Honestly, she hasn't changed one bit since we met back in Raihan. She didn't actually go home, did she?
No, she just sat like over there. She probably did. She didn't pick up on any of your hints.
Oh no. You and Cassidy get along pretty well, don't you? How about you be an understanding friend?
You want me to help her stay in the exam, but wouldn't that be a violation of the rules?
I said no such thing. Those are your words, not mine. You're just making assumptions.
Sure.
But honestly, it wouldn't be nearly as fun without Cassidy in the selection exam. Anyway, you'd better get back on the exam. Looks like someone's coming this way. See you later, bye!
What did you do, Brony? You can't help but chuckle remembering how Cassidy turned and walked off. She's never been one to read between the lines. What she hears is what she gets. Honestly, I kind of agree with Cassidy. But there's no denying her talent or her almost frightening determination. Since she knows who you really are, she would help you without a second thought. Maybe she could be the key to uncovering the truth. You decide to go find Cassidy. As Peggy said, the selection exam just wouldn't be the same without her. That was a fun chat. Now it's time to find Cassidy. Went to church, read some Harry Potter, and gamed. Nice. Do you have a favorite Harry Potter book? Just as a note, I don't have one. So I can't be like, oh yeah, this is my favorite. Did she pass by here? Was that Cassidy? Isn't she supposed to be taking the test today? I mean, I liked Deathly Hollow. I think the 7th. Nice. Did you hear? Princess Peggy is visiting the blooming Atelier.
Hey, aren't you? Sorry, I can't recall your name.
In the
Look,
end,
I saw you in the selection exam, right?
Honestly, he sounds so much like Hiro. I have to look up this one random voice. And I actually know who the voice actor for Hiro is, so I'm just going to look up his name. Since I had to learn to be... No, the voice of Hiro doesn't have like any credits like for extra voices on AFK Journey. And I don't think that this person is going to be like technically like credited like that. So I don't know. Oh, how long has it been? I don't know, but it feels like an
Why are you out here? Don't tell me you got eliminated too.
Nah, I'm still in. Wait, who else got eliminated? I'm looking for Cassidy.
Looking for her. Oh, I know. You two must be meeting up to share the sorrow of defeat, huh?
As if you could beat me with that sweater. Just kidding. I actually like the sweater. I was gonna compliment the sweater, but he started like attacking me, so I had to say something, right? Just just tell me where she went. I know you know nothing.
Nice try, but you're not fooling anyone by changing the subject like that. Don't be down. I get how you feel.
Okay.
She went that way, toward the docks. She's probably taking a boat home. Her family lives in a village across the lake. Hey, don't lose heart. Failing once isn't the end of the world. There's always next time.
Sure. Thank you, thank you. Let's head to the dock. But he's right. You don't have to succeed every single time. And it isn't, like he said, it isn't the end of the world if you lose. But it feels like an eternity. Cassidy, wait. What are you doing here?
Did you come to tell me the truth? Her Highness admitted it, didn't she?
Explain the purpose of the test. It was all part of the selection exam.
The selection exam? You mean Princess damaged the painting on purpose? Just for a test? How could she?
Goodness. Explain to Cassidy in
I
detail.
mean, everything that happened was staged, just to see who's most fit for court service. I completely misunderstood Her Highness. I thought she really wanted me to go home and reflect.
I did too. I mean, like, that's what she said.
Oh, so that's why you, Sylvan, and Jervin told me to let go of the forgery claim?
To be honest, I didn't say that, but sure.
I'm so sorry. I just can't process that kind of talk. Why can't people just say what they mean?
Testify, Cassidy.
Do I still have a chance to stay in the selection exam?
Yes, let's go. We need your help analyzing the spell.
I have already done some research on it.
You did? Huh?
Well, it's the portrait of Magister Merlin. I had to give it my full focus, whether I was admiring it or analyzing it. I wasn't going to overlook a single detail.
She's hardcore.
I wrote tons of papers and notes about it, but I left them at home. Come to my house. I'll go over them with you, and maybe you could sign something for me? A short dedication would be lovely, too.
I don't suppose I have a choice, do I?
So that's a yes. Wonderful. I have so many books about you. It would be amazing if you could sign them all. And with a few kind words, maybe?
Okay, but like, let's focus on the matter at hand.
Believe this. Please, come with me.
This way. Do you live in the big village? We moved here from, we're almost there. It's cute. Lumi Vale.
Here we are. This is my home. Welcome to Cassidy's research base.
Cute. It's an interesting looking house. Why does your base look a little crooked?
Right? I love it very much. I used a few stabilization
I
cells
love
to
the
keep it
whimsy.
standing like this. It might look tilted, but it's perfectly safe. The builders
To be honest, I like that the shape is not the, like, average shape.
My parents love this house. They don't know much about magic, but they find it fascinating. Oh, sorry. I've been talking your ear off at the door. Come on in.
Enter her home. It's cute. It reminds me of Aurora's house
Shouldn't you be in class right now?
from Sleeping Beauty.
What brings you home?
Not the castle, but her house in the, like, in the woods.
Oh, and this is?
Father, Mother, this is my classmate. This is my father, Riels, and my mother, Sophia. We came to pick up some research notes. There's a spell formula we need to analyze quickly.
Pleased to meet you. Sorry for intruding.
Likewise. Cassidy rarely brings friends home.
And thank you so much for the sweethearts. Did they actually happen?
Let me fix you two some tea and homemade snacks.
Mother, we have a lot of notes to go through.
Let me just double check because I do have like a fear that it didn't actually happen. But it feels like an eternity. I think they did happen. Yeah, it did. There were little hearts.
They can wait. Even the best mages need to rest. It's just a cup of tea. You won't lose much time.
She's right. We'll have everything ready in a moment.
My parents are always like this. I rarely bring classmates home, so when someone visits, they go all
But thank you so much for coming in, Doggy Blue. How are you? And I love the wiggle. I love the wiggle. Now, I need to get an emote like that. That one is so cute.
Come on, I'll show you around.
One day, one day. I do like the vibe of Cassidy's house. You notice the wand display in the glass cabinet. It's made of ancient beechwood, a waterstone gem, gold and brass fittings, crafted with the finest materials and skill. Its surface is smooth, worn from years of use, yet spotless and gleaming.
What's got your attention?
That wand is made from top-notch materials. Is that wand yours?
Yes, it's a little short.
I'm
for
doing
now.
amazing.
That was my very
Currently, we're doing like a murder mystery in AFK Journey, and I think I know who the culprit is, but we can't like select yet. So I have it in my mind. We'll have to
I
see.
was barely 6 when I discovered my magic talent. My parents were thrilled and had it custom made just for me.
That's cute.
Back then, I didn't know how to use it right. I just waved it around, and we ended up having to replace half the house.
Oh.
Once I started proper training, it finally became useful. I used it for years until I got into the Serene Lyceum and switched to my current one.
What have you been up to, Doggy? Your parents have been very supportive. That wand must mean a lot to you.
Yes, to me it represents my parents' encouragement. Everything that keeps me chasing my dream.
Beautiful.
When I got accepted into the Serene Lyceum, they sold our old house in Savannah and bought this land here. Father said it'd be closer to the Lyceum, and it's big enough to hold all my books, notes, and collections.
W parents, for real, for real. This place has a lovely view. It's a secluded place. Do you ever get scared? Any danger around here?
You think so too? Great! I love it here. It's quiet and peaceful here. Perfect for reading and research. Plus,
Just working on some projects and more Mabby later. Woo! I need to do the event. I have not been doing the event. I haven't been doing events in general. So I need to like get back on it. I've been trying to do some Stardust as well. I have been doing Stardust. So I'm really hoping that we make it to rank 15 soon.
some might call it remote or plain, but to me, it's the best home I could ever ask for.
Tea's ready. Come have a cup and rest for a bit. I thought we should be like rushing to get back to the academy.
Oh, you have to try my sweet ginger tea.
I will. Sweet, gingery, and so fragrant. Whoa, it's really sweet.
I'm glad you like it.
Stardust is always lovely.
Here, we only have what we make ourselves.
How are you adjusting to life out here?
It took some time to get used to the silence. It's a peaceful place.
What's really like making me
Sometimes a
giggle
little
is that
peace.
they both are wearing matching outfits, right? Even down to like a hat. And then they're also matching the interior of their house, which is kind of funny because could you imagine if you matched your house and everybody who lived with you matched your house? That's kind of funny.
Back in Savannah, I worked as a scribe for a city official, and Sophia was a doctor. We lived on a street buzzing with noise from dawn to dusk. When Cassidy showed her magic talent, we were stunned. No one in our family ever had such a gift.
I really felt like they stepped up the game with the voice acting this
You're
season.
above. She was barely 6 when she could mold water like clay.
Beautiful.
We were so impressed by her talent, we decided to leave no stone unturned to help her realize her full potential. That meant money, our time, and even moving to a new place.
Cassidy is pure-hearted, maybe too much so. I think we sheltered her so much that she never learned to read people's intentions.
Is that really like, I don't know, like I don't know. I don't know if those things are related. To be honest.
But maybe that's what lets her focus completely on her studies, free from all that nonsense. That's our Cassidy. Give her a pile of ancient books and dusty scrolls and she's happy for life.
And hello, Snuggy! How are you? It sounds like a life that suits her perfectly. Ever thought about her being a court mage? How about a professor at the Lyceum? To be honest, that's what I want for her. I don't know, that's the vibe I get for her. I don't think she's really that suited for a court mage. She can definitely do it if she wants to, but I don't think that kind of life is happy anyway. You have to be with Sia. I'm good. How are you? I'm doing amazing. And you know what? I'm in a good mood because I had good food today. And I have Sour Patch Kids for dessert. So I am excited. Oh, I know you played other games since then, but what did you think about the Poppy Playtime? Did you enjoy it? Or I think it was chapter 6? Chapter 5 maybe? I'm gonna say that sounds like a life that suits her perfectly.
That's always been her dream. The important
I
thing
got a
is,
dream,
whatever
I
she
got a
chooses,
dream.
she'll always have
I just
our
wanna see
support.
the floating lanterns
That's what family's
gleam.
for, isn't it?
I see that's where she gets her grace and warmth from. You two are the parents every child dreams of.
Thank you. You flatter us.
They seem like really good parents. We should get started on the formula. Follow me, my study's upstairs. Especially when like a lot of people in AFK Journey have like the most messed up families
All my
ever.
notes and materials are there. Don't worry.
And hello, Kirby!
Exactly where I last left them.
And you never answered. What does flipping mean? Like you said you wish you could flip, I think, or you could flip something like that. What does that mean? All my notes and materials are there. Don't worry. I know exactly where I last left them.
Cassidy?
Yes, Mother?
Today's cleaning day. Your father and I tidied the
Oh
whole
my
house
gosh.
this morning, including your study.
Why would you do that?
Oh, that's not great.
Cleaning day? What's the problem?
My books and
A
papers
flip.
are all
Ooh,
over the
nice.
place. It makes a huge mess and really gets in the way of my parents' routine.
I also wish I could breakdance. Breakdancing always looks impressive, but I know that there's a high chance of injury with breakdancing, so I don't want to do breakdancing. I like looking at it, and letting other people do that. But I remember like people at my school were so interested in dance and specifically breakdancing that they would like actively do things that were crazy. Like they would be, what's the word, like doing head spins on concrete because we have a lot of concrete where I am. And it was rough. Like, could you imagine like the kind of injuries you can get from breakdancing on concrete? I mean, so when I see that, I'm like, maybe breakdancing isn't for me. But I like dancing in general.
It has already led to a few accidents.
Meow, 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 meow.
Along with 2 essays I had spent 3 whole months on.
Oh, no. And welcome in, Lemon.
So we agreed that once a month I'd gather and organize all my books and papers in my study. If I'm not home, my parents do it for me.
Oh, no. And the problem is?
The problem is, I have too many of them. Just the books alone could be 1,000. Maybe 2,000. I lost count.
I'm curious, so I'm gonna actually look something up. How many books does somewhere have to be considered a library? So with 2,000 books, so a small public library needs 10,000 books. But scholars and book lover is classified within 1,000. So Cassidy is heading to a small public library, but not quite yet.
Since my parents organized them, we might need some time to dig out the ones we need.
Let's head to my study first. I like the blue aura. Like, everything looks so good in blue. This is way bigger collection than I expected. Search the study. Why are they just all on the floor, though? Gourmet makes not the first word being my name. Merlin has a sweet tooth, believing that sweets bring joy. They do. Like, that's not even a joke. That's true. Believing that sweets bring joy and that a cheerful mood is essential for mastering magic. A cup of coffee must have 3 spoonfuls of sugar. That's too little for me. And cupcakes are the best when drizzled with tangy gooseberry sauce. That's the first thing I actually disagree with. What even is gooseberry? But I don't really like fruits on my sweets. Like, I just don't. On top of that, cookies should be served with a dollop of chocolate sauce. I'm in. Have you ever played Final Fantasy 15 before? I have not. Too much sugar might cause cavities or other health problems, you say? Well, Merlin believes that all of those can be remedied with healing magic. That's crazy. I wish we lived in that world. And hello, James. Welcome in. If we're talking about theories in general, it's about Mario movie, and I will tell you this. And, and James, I actually have a song for you. It's a Billy Joel song called James. It's like, how did it go? I need to think about it. It was like, James, do you like your life? James, we were always friends since our childhood days. Then we made our plans and we had to go our separate ways. I was on the road and you pursued an education. James, do you like your life? Can you find release? LOL, James. Imagine. Too much sugar might cause cavities or... Okay. Of course, if you aren't a mage, you shouldn't attempt these recipes. Well, I had an unhealthy diet back then. Merlin's love... Why? Love life. Many are curious about the love life of this legendary mage. To get the scoop, I interviewed several of Merlin's friends, and each told a different story. Some revealed that Merlin once had a close friend, oh no, while studying at the Serene Lyceum, while others claim Merlin was deeply involved with a certain prominent figure. One even went so far as to say Merlin is waiting for someone called Arthur. Aw, that's cute, because that reminds me of Mabby's Altum, because Altum is based on Arthur. I know the names aren't exactly right, but it is true. How come the Chibi VTuber redeem is so expensive? So you can save up for something. And it also takes a bit of time to get there. James. Wonderful, James. I'm glad you liked it. And what was I saying? Oh, so I love Altum, who is based on King Arthur. So I don't mind. Merlin's deep resentment towards Hypogeans is said to stem from the fact that his lover was killed by her lover. But that's crazy. I need a spell to unsee that right now. LOL. Birthday wish. I turned 10 today. Time to make a wish. I want to become a mage like Magister Merlin. One day, I will be strong enough to fight alongside Magister Merlin. For that dream, I will study hard, overcome all hurdles, and defy the impossible. Oh no, that's just my old diary. Please don't. maybe just close it. Water spell notes. The following section details the method for extracting pure water, along with the construction of several water-based protective spells. It is well established that lighting based on offensive spells can easily penetrate ordinary water shields. However, properly treated pure water can effectively resist such attacks. I have conducted the following study to investigate this. A study on water protective spells, very intriguing. Portrait analysis. Upon examination, the portrait has been enchanted with a complex magic combining force field magic, elemental magic, and alchemy. Of the three... Oh, and thank you so much for the redeem. I will do that right now. Right now. Ooh, James. Do you like your life? Do you like your life, James? Answer. Answer. Just kidding. Did you pursue your education? Are you still in school? Just kidding. Imagine if I just started asking you every single question in that song. But just remember, do what's good for you or you're not good for anyone. And thank you so much for the redeem, Lemon. I am getting ready to switch models, that's why. But now I am back. Oh my gosh, she's back again. Becky's back, so tell your friends. But this is also another reason why I make it so expensive, so that we don't have so much downtime switching between the models. Yay, Chibi model! Yes! Upon examination, the portrait has been enchanted with complex magic, combining force field magic, elemental magic, and alchemy. Of the three, alchemy is clearly dominant component. The complex magic enables the portrait to hold mana, enriching its colors, animating the figure within, and providing basic protection against divination. Maybe it's not necessary to figure out every single spell in the magic. By preparing a special reagent made from looming grass, red chestnut pollen, and mutated venom glands. Mutated venom glands reminds me of Power World and Depresso, because when you destroy when Depresso faints or you catch them, they drop a venom gland. The magic can be revealed in the form of a magic circle.
I wrote that one just to pass time. I didn't cover all angles, so the results aren't conclusive.
Chibi! And thank you. I also love this model, but the company that made it is defunct now, but they were Australia Studios.
What do you think, Magister Merlin?
Shh, I'm your classmate, remember? Your research is really helpful.
Should we just go with this method first?
Yeah. It reminds you of Petting Cessor. That is the highest honor, to be compared to a Maldoche. That's the vibe. Speaking of Power World, you finally got an Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, so I can play Power World again. Congrats. I love Power World myself. I play it a lot. Although I have recently taken a break, I'm probably going to hop back in. But I really wanted a Steam Deck because I would love to play it and especially be portable. Because I just really like portable games. And then that's why I'm also using my 3DS so much now, because it's portable. Who's Petting Cessor? Oh, she's a Yu-Gi-Oh card. One of the Yu-Gi-Oh cards I use, and a very strong one.
Ah, that's right. The excess toxins in the mutated gland can be used as a neutralizing agent to counter the magical imbalances caused by the concentrated lumen grass solution.
I feel like I might have skipped this. You skimmed through Cassidy's notes and realized that swapping the common venom gland for a mutated one could greatly improve the success.
Brilliant idea, my fellow classmate.
Did anyone else get the Yu-Gi-Oh collection with the Chibi dragons from 5Ds? I did not, but that sounds so cute. I'm gonna eat my Sour Patch Kid now. I have to figure out how to open these because I feel like all of them open from different sides. Do you like your life? I named my world that, but with pew pews, lol. I try not to say both names of the games next to each other because of all of the legal trouble that both of them are in. Good. I finally opened this one. It didn't. I didn't. Wasn't bothered. But also Sour Patch Kids hit different. They do. I love it.
I don't have these materials.
No.
Lumengrass and red chestnut pollen are rare, but we should be able to find them in Silent Wood.
Oh my gosh. I don't like this part.
The venom gland can only be found in a few magical creatures. We can try our luck in the forest too.
It's wild out here. Everything's abundant. No wonder you love living here.
Yes, so many useful ingredients in the woods. Let's head north to Silent Wood and see what we can find.
I just realized that the first clear is over here. Let me go ahead and level my people up. Level. Oh. Level. Oh. Oops. I didn't click Vala. I knew you were trouble when you walked in. Now I'm lying on the cold, hard ground. Oh. Beautiful. I want recruitment resources. Now we got rid of some of those notifications. There's still a lot, but we're not going to focus too much on it. Potion making is the worst in this game. I think out of everything we can do, potion making is my least favorite. This path leads to Silent. Maybe we'll spot some Lumengrass up ahead. Oops. Oh. Restless cat and angry dog. Why are they so worked up? Time to use transfiguration to listen in. That seems like a side quest, so I'm actually going to ignore that for now. Although I am very curious. This path leads to Silent Wood. Maybe we'll see some Lumengrass up ahead. Silent Wood? That's a scary name. Not many come here. I like it though. It's quiet. Perfect for focusing on my studies. Let's check over there. You might find some magical creatures too. Defeat monsters. LOL Ox. Yes, of course. I'm like the turtles. You know how they say in Finding Nemo that he's like 100 years young? That's me. Mm-hmm. 100 streams young, literally.
I'm still pretty.
But I think it's more than that now. Last Sour Patch Kid, okay? Open your mouth. Say ah. Just kidding. I can't actually give it to you because this is not the 3D model. Ooh, pretty.
Look, isn't it beautiful?
100%.
Those are glimmerflies. I subtly tuned the ecosystem around here, and now the whole place is attracting more creatures.
Beautiful. You're altering the ecosystem of the forest? Why meddle with the ecosystem?
Just this small area. There's no major impact.
Are you idling? What do you mean, Nox? I thought for a moment it's called Idle Journey, not AFK Journey. Yeah, it's called AFK Journey. Oh!
Just hold that thought. It's easier if I show you. This way, please. My secret base is just ahead.
We already had your secret base, weren't we? Secret base? I'm honored. Any hidden treasure inside?
Of course. I might even need your advice on something. Follow me. It's not far from here.
I never imagined I'd take you to my secret base. This is amazing. Ooh, trouble, trouble, trouble. Ooh, these creatures are cute. Cutscene. We love it. She has a base in the water? I wasn't expecting to be taller than Cassidy, to be honest. Like, I'm a little bit thrown off by that. Whoa! Maybe a mermaid, yeah. What? You know, this reminds me. You saw how that whale had, like, round eyes? Did you know that owls don't have eyeballs? Like, they're not spears. They're tubes.
Isn't it beautiful?
It really is. I would love to pet them. Ooh.
Follow me. It's not far from here.
That's not what she said. She said, follow me. It's not far from here. But the line right here says, well, what do you think of my treasure? Quite the fact of owls, right? Wait, is that a river porpoise? Wow, a whale?
Not a whale. It's a river porpoise.
Just a slight difference. Just a slight one. Which one? The whale being a porpoise or the owls?
This is an azure river porpoise, an enormous creature from ancient times. In old stories, this creature was revered as the gods' trusted ally and loyal companion.
Pretty.
It's incredibly sensitive to magical energy. Sadly, they're nearly extinct now. Because every part of their body makes a perfect magical reagent, they were hunted relentlessly.
Reagent. I never knew that that's what that was called.
That's why
like, that's how to pronounce it.
Extinction. 2 years ago, I found this one and its mother while traveling. The mother was badly wounded, probably from poachers. I did everything I could, but she didn't survive.
That's sad.
So I brought it here, just like I did with many other magical creatures. I try to give them a safe home.
Cassidy is, like, beautiful, like, good heart.
Lakeside areas, made the area richer in magic energy so they could thrive safely.
No wonder it's so special here. It's like a secret base.
I love coming here. Whenever I hit a wall in my studies, I come to the lake to clear my mind and say hi to little Lulu.
Oh, that's very sad, Brony. Cassidy is building a zoo, lol. She's trying to have her own little public library, and she's trying to build a zoo. It reminds me of one of my friends on Gaia Online. They played, and somebody said, like, are you running a zoo? Because they had so many animals. It was so funny. Little Lulu. So this is how you unwind, huh?
Yes, that's what I call it. Cute, right?
Mm-hmm. Sure, that does sound nice. That sounds like a child's name.
Would you stay here with me for a bit?
Of course, Cassidy. Of course.
sitting here quietly, enjoying the view.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Brony. Something is bothering me. Cassidy, I should talk to her. It's peaceful here, yet I can't seem to calm my mind.
Magister Merlin, I'm sorry, but let me call you that for a moment. It helps me feel grounded.
Okay.
Have you ever felt lost?
Plenty of times, everyone does.
Really? Even you?
Yes.
So, how do you get through it? When you feel lost, how do you find your way back?
That depends on what caused it, what's bothering you.
You mean, I need to understand why I feel lost before I
Of
can
course.
fix it.
Exactly, so why do you feel lost?
I haven't sorted my thoughts yet. The court mage selection threw me off more than I expected. I'm good at my studies, but I couldn't see through Princess Peggy's act, nor
That's such a non-issue, girl. Like, I don't know, like that.
idea how to handle situations.
Not being able to understand the selection exam that was like meant to be kind of tricky. I don't know, like that's like I don't blame her for that, and she shouldn't let that stop her if she wants to be a court mage. I don't think she would be happy as a court mage, so I'm not saying do that. But if she wants to, and that's her dream, then like she shouldn't stop pursuing it because she didn't understand one part of the test. Just one part of the test.
I know I'm terrible at social affairs and reading people's emotions. Honestly, socializing feels way more complicated than the mathematical principles of advanced arcane theory.
I feel you, girl. Everyone has their flaws. Recognizing your flaws is a strength. That's what I'm gonna say.
You're right. It's a weakness of mine. One I have struggled to change.
Honestly, I don't even like this is real talk. I don't really think it's necessary to break out of your shell. Is that crazy? Like socializing is not something I necessarily feel like I have to do. Like I'm okay. Am I crazy for that?
Someone like me, clueless about people, can I really serve as a court mage? Should I even keep competing?
You don't have to if you don't want to. You've come this far, might as well see it through. I'm gonna say you don't have to if you don't want to.
I don't have to?
No! Siren's there! We don't want him! Yes, as long as it's your own choice.
Do you mean I should just figure out what I want, no matter what happens with the exam?
Exactly!
What do I really want?
Rebecca the turtle confirmed. LOL. Remind her why she chose magic. Let her see what magic can do.
What can I really do with magic? Other than research, I have never used it for anything else.
I mean, if researching is your thing, like that's a whole passion in and of itself. Always wanting to learn, always wanting to grow. That's fine. But I can tell that Cassidy has more of a free spirit, which is why I don't feel like she would be well suited for the court mage, especially because Sia's there. Too busy thinking, spending time doing. I mean, yeah, true. We should spend a little bit of time doing. Like, there's definitely pros and cons. We shouldn't think so much that we never act and never act without any type of thinking.
I've never used it to help others or to defend the innocent from evil like you have.
No, you literally have. Cassidy, what are you talking about? You just helped Lulu.
At first, everything was simple. Magic made me happy, so I wanted to understand it.
It used to be so simple. It was a world I understood. I didn't know what I didn't know, and life seemed pretty good.
Then, I learned about you. Wanting to follow in your footsteps, I never stopped studying or pushing
And like,
myself
guess who's
forward.
not a court mage? Me.
Maybe I've just been doing what makes me happy without really thinking too hard about it.
That's fine. Look around you. Look around at how lucky you are to be alive right now. Isn't this what you truly want?
You mean little Lulu and the others? The magical creatures I saved? You're saying this might be what I truly want?
Yes!
I never really thought about it that way. I just felt that if I could help, I should. Every time I see them safe and happy, I feel at peace.
That's lovely. You're already walking your own path. Maybe you can do even more than that.
Really? So what I truly want isn't to bury myself in research, but to use magic to help people?
I mean, I'm not saying all that. Like, you can still like research. Like, that's not a problem. It's just don't do things because you think that's what you should be doing. You should do things because it's what you want to do.
Magister Merlin.
I mean, of course there is a balance. You're here with barbecue chicken, eh?
Is that why you're always the one standing at the very front, facing down every evil that comes our way?
Magic lets me change the world. It felt right and made me happy.
I think I understand a little more now, though the path ahead still feels hazy. But I'll reflect on what you said.
It's a piece of cake and make a pretty cake. If the way is hazy, you gotta do the cooking by the book. You know you can't be lazy, never bake a messy recipe. The cake will end up crazy if you do the cooking by the book. Then you'll have a cake.
Maybe I can use magic for more than just research. Maybe to help others and find what magic truly means to me.
It's really strange that she never once considered the fact that magic can be used for things other than research. Like, using it for research is 100% fine. It just seems weird that she never even considered that there could be other uses. Cassidy gazes out the lake, its surface finally resting still. You sense that the tension lifting from her shoulders. Her doubts and unease are finally quiet. 1 hydrate regime is 100. A grim hydrate is 3 hydrates? This doesn't feel fair. No. What it is that a grim hydrate is... So a regular hydrate is basically 1 sip. And then 1 sip is like 1 fluid ounce of water, right? But then a grim hydrate is like 5 sips of water. So that you drink the whole water bottle in 3 grim hydrates. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? So if you redeem 3 grim hydrates, that's 1 water bottle. What is going on over here? Why are they fighting this guy? What is happening? I would be way more in love with this cutscene if it didn't lag like every 3 seconds. You see what I mean? Like, that was supposed to be a cool moment. Is that like the primal boss? I don't know. Everything this guy does is suspicious to me. But that is a cool magic spell. I like the moon. In general, I think the moon is very beautiful. I'm like... Is it... Oh! Stop lagging! It's giving Majora's Mask. What is that, an owl? I know you have tubes for eyes, sir. Hagrid? Just kidding. Made slightly less intense by the lag, literally.
What are you doing? That's a mimic treant. It's a rare magical creature.
Oh no, the line is... The audio was not in sync.
Sylvan, what in the world were you two doing just now? That's a mimic treant, one of the rarest magical species in this forest.
True. Like, what were they doing?
I know you both are capable mages, especially you, Jervin. I've always had high hopes for you.
You have to have high, high hopes for a living. Shooting for the stars when I couldn't make a killing. I was gonna be that one in a million.
You know how dangerous that spell is. If anything went wrong, it could have wiped out this entire grove. Every plant and every creature with it. If you had even a shred of responsibility toward these creatures, you wouldn't have cast it so recklessly.
Professor Hepler, please calm
Hepler.
down. The Lunar Shard spell is only dangerous if the caster loses control, and that won't happen to me.
Dang, Gervin.
Pride blinds even the finest mages, Jervin. Remember, nothing in magic is ever absolute.
We remember your lessons, Professor. That's why we restrained our power and kept the spell's impact minimal.
It's giving Siren. It's giving I killed Professor Lamar.
The Treant isn't dead, just weakened. It will recover in a few days. Our control was precise.
I didn't realize you have a ton of pastries below the stream. Yeah! It's my little bakery. And the bear over here is the little cafe owner.
Yes, Professor. We have practiced together many times. We know exactly what we're doing.
Whenever I see exactly and doing, I think of the line from House of the Dead, because that iconic, it was just iconic. The dub for House of the Dead is just so funny. Goldman, do you know what you are doing? I know exactly what I am doing. So what's the deal? Been getting flounced? What is flounced? Wait, this is a bakery? Yes! It is. But yeah, everything has a sort of sweet vibe to it. So like the channel points are sugar cookies. My guild is also called Sugar Cookies. I have pastries. My outfit is based on sugar cookies, you know, like the frosting and then the sprinkles. What's happening in the story and a word I made up. Oh, it sounded very good. Like it sounded like a real word. Let me order rye bread then. Hey, I got you. Well, kick is just channel points. I see. So on Twitch it's sugar cookies. And yeah. And then let me make that bread for you really quickly here. Just kidding. I was thinking about modeling bread actually. And as like an edible or a throwable. And then what's happening in the story? Okay, so at first we were investigating what was going on with Professor Lamar, and then because of the court mage selection exam, so what happened with the exam was that, remember how Peggy accidentally destroyed the poster? Well, it wasn't an accident. It was a replica. So when the portrait was damaged, Cassidy was like first upset at the princess, but then realized that it was a forgery because she remembered like all of the details of the portrait originally. So she was like, oh, it's a forgery. And then basically she got discouraged because Peggy kept saying like, oh, it's not. And then like, oh, go take a break basically. And then Cassidy took that to mean like go home. And then that's what Peggy said. Like she said like go home basically, clear your head. And then so Cassidy did go home, but Peggy was like, oh, why did she actually leave? Because like the idea was that Cassidy didn't pick up on the hints that Peggy was giving. So then we just kind of like encouraged her and went her back to her house. We were exploring. Now she doesn't even know she wants to be a court mage anymore. It doesn't seem like that's her goal anymore. And she's going to use her magic for other things. She didn't fail the selection exam, but it seems like she's not going to, like, go through it. And then... And ketchup on, or mayo on a sandwich. Mayo. And now we just met up with Jervin and Sylvan again, like, really out of random, like, out of nowhere. And they were fighting some sort of monster, but this guy is upset at them for using high-level magic. And good morning. This ain't Vietnam. Still people. Huh? And hello, Folix. How you doing? This is an entertainment stream, so I am very sorry if something is going on.
Then tell me, why were you hunting it in the first place?
Yeah, so now we're figuring out, one, why they are here, and then two, what they're like doing. Like, why were they fighting this
It's
monster?
for the court mage selection exam. We need a piece of ancient root to restore Merlin's portrait in the gallery.
Typical. Court mages and their insufferable little tests. Always dressing vanity up as virtue. Well, you have what you came for. Now go.
Oof. Dressing up vanity as virtue. They're insufferable little tests. I'm gonna say this.
This so-called exam isn't about magic. It's a test of obedience, and meant to find those most eager to please the crown.
I low-key kind of agree with it. I don't feel like it's necessary to become a court mage. Like, it's fine if that's what you want, but it feels weird. And also, Sia is there, and I'm like, oof. You don't seem too fond of the exam, Professor.
Let's just say this. If a test has nothing to do with magical skill, it shouldn't be called a test for mages.
I kind of agree with him. I kind of do.
Court mages value service to royalty more than devotion to the arcane. Many have forgotten what it means to respect magic. Still, their place in the royal court remains secure.
I don't think that it's bad that the royal court has their own mages. Like, that's fine. That's not what I'm not upset about. It's the weird, like, hunting down, like, ancient things. I don't mind random arcane tests, but it should really remain arcane. Like, I agree with Cassidy and how, like, how was she supposed to pick up some random hints Peggy was giving? Like, I don't know, it felt a little bit weird. How does it feel for Cassidy to put a gala on you? Ever ask if you ever felt lost? Oh, you know, I was kind of hoping that she would ask that, because I didn't really feel like she suited court mage, and also I don't want her near Sia. I'm sorry. Let me stop hating on him. Well, I'm still gonna hate on him. I'm just gonna hate on him quietly.
As your teacher, I hope you all remember this. Whether you become a court mage or not, always respect
I agree with
the
this guy.
magic you wield. Jervin, Sylvan, Cassidy, and you. Who are you, by the way?
Would you prefer a 2-hour written exam compared to what? Like, what is the alternative? I don't know. I'm actually pretty good at written exams. Like, I don't mean to brag, but I'm very, like test smart in a way. It really is from a left field lyric. I thought they were saying something. And from hunting down ancient things, I don't want to hunt down anything. Like, that's far too much work. I'd rather just a 2-hour exam. I was crying when Cassidy asked us if we felt lost. Oh, yeah, true. That's honestly how I felt with also in Mabby, because the main character in Mabby, when they go through the story, they're actually going through a lot. Like, there's a lot of emotional turmoil, just because they live basically forever, but everybody else kind of dies, and they lose all of their friends from all of these generations. So they have, like, a few mental breakdowns. And then, like, when Piran ran into the not just with Piran, this has been a theme even before Apocalypse, but it really hit hard because I love Piran. And when he ran into the Fefiata, he was basically like grieving the loss of his friend, and he was like, have you ever lost somebody? It reminded me of Haku. Is there someone who is precious to you? But yes, welcome in, welcome in. I was crying when Cassidy asked us if we felt lost. Oh, is that what you were referring to? Sounds good, sounds good.
This is my friend, a new transfer student, special admission. This is Professor Hepler. He teaches transfiguration and magical zoology.
It's an honor to meet you, Professor. Bow politely.
Ah, spare me the formalities. Bows are as needless as green garnish with steak.
LOL. I feel like he had glasses. I noticed them earlier. I'm not sure if he had them the whole time. That's quite an analogy.
Professor Professor Hepler's metaphors are always useful.
The only reason I bowed was because Cassidy was bowing. So I thought, like, that's the way to do it.
Jervin, Sylvan, take what you need and go. It's getting late. You shouldn't stay here for long.
Why? Why are you shaking all of a sudden?
Understood, Professor. We'll head back.
Oh, how's your progress with the spell formula?
Still a bit to go. It's going well.
We have deciphered the formula, but we need to test it first.
Then Sylvan and I will start the restoration right away. Join us as soon as you're ready.
Shouldn't stay out too late. Oh my gosh, vampire is confirmed. What a weird reaction, right? Hepfer, right? Or Heffler? I don't even remember. You know, I was thinking about vampires earlier today. There's a song I like. I forgot what it's called. But it's like, can't breathe, can't move, can't make a sound. Don't even know if you're right behind me. My heart is heavy and my hands are shaking. But I'm stuck in this world and there's no escaping. You move too fast when I'm stuck in slow motion. It's your world and I'm drowning in your ocean. I didn't live this long to be your dinner. Now it's your move. Dirty human killer. Ah. The helper. And wanted me to make a pun on happier and I see.
I take it you finally
You have
understand
methods
what
to
this
remembering
scam
their
is really
names.
about, Cassidy? I tried to warn you when you questioned the princess, but you wouldn't listen.
Come on, stop with the I told you so.
I wasn't thinking clearly then.
Don't take the blame for that.
Trying, Sylvan.
It's fine. See you soon.
Cassidy, you two should return.
Are you a werewolf? Just like in Harry Potter? Professor, are you alright? You're trembling. Are you feeling unwell? Are you feeling alright? Alright?
He prefers warmth. Once night falls, the cold and damp air here makes him uncomfortable.
That's so precious.
It's not that cold. I'm fine. I have my own way.
No.
To stay warm.
With a shimmer of magic, Professor Hepler turns into an owl bear.
Much better. Like sipping hot tea under the sun.
I wish I was a sea lion. Sea lions are intense.
Right to the scales.
Quite the way to stay warm. Something I should try next time.
If you do, let me know how it feels.
I want to pet them.
The transfiguration
I want to pet them.
For warm-blooded species. It's late. You should head back.
Understood. Thank you, Professor. We'll be going now.
Ooh, a puzzle. Let's do it. On a scale of like 1 to 10, how much I like this puzzle, I would say it's like a 7. Like, it's definitely passable. It's a good puzzle, but it's not the most like crazy difficult or anything. Basically, you just click it until it works. Hoot cake, literally. So immediately I see we need just 2 of these. So 2 of these, and then this one just stays, right? So it's not too difficult, but I do like that there is some thinking involved. So it is a pass. It's not just some boring memorization game. I partly agree with Hepler on the disrespectful teaching system. I kind of do agree. Even some real grown-ups are noticing training to be an employee, not entrepreneur, following their dreams to enhance. We'll have what we need. Let's head to the study and make the reagent. Yeah, I do agree. Like, you should definitely... There is a degree of following your dreams and doing what you need to do. And I feel like too many people do purely what they need to do. It should be a balance. Guess what your mom got you? What? I need to know. And your trip to Japan is coming soon, right? In March? Sour Patch Kids! Share with me! Share with me! Crucible. Portrait analysis. Upon examination, the portrait has been enchanted with a complex magic combining force field magic, elemental magic, and alchemy. Of the 3 alchemy, its clearly dominant component. This complex magic enables the portrait to hold man. I already read this. This is the exact same thing. Okay. Okay. Oh, you gotta go now. Have a good one. We'll have a good one too, Brony. I hope everything goes well with your family. Have a good day. Let's read. Okay, so loomgrass, pollen, glands. Loomgrass, pollen, gland. We had to push it back a bit because of some stuff that came up, but we are still going. Just gives me some time to save up more money. True. Spell reagent. A solution brewed from lumengrass concentrate, mutated venom glands, and the red chestnut pollen. Used to reveal a spell formula in the form of a magic circle.
It's done. The reagent's complete. Should we head back to the license?
Reagent. Let's test it out first. We should make sure it actually works.
You're right. We must test this before we put it to use. How about I fetch one of my enchanted Merlin portraits?
You just have one?
Test the reagent on that. If my theory holds, the portrait's spell formula should reveal itself as a visible magic circle.
I wish they'd leave out the need to play some arbitrary gameplay puzzles and let the story ride. Well, I don't mind puzzles, because if it's just story, then wouldn't that get boring as well if you're just doing the story, like just nothing else in between? Then it's just an interactive like storybook and not a game, right? There should be something you do. So I actually like the puzzles, and that one was on the side, not one that you had to do, other than the potion making. The potion making is terrible. We need to abolish the potion making. Just kidding, I'm sure somebody likes it, but not me. Visual novels exist. Yeah! But still, you do other stuff in visual novels, like Love in Deep Space. You have to fight the monsters. You have to fight the Wanderers, I think is what they're called. And in other visual novels, like I've played a lot. Like I've played a lot of visual novels. And very rarely is it just the story. If it would be baking, you would like it, huh? Nah, not really. I just don't like the potion making thing. I don't know if a visual novel would be fun without any other element. Like there's usually, visual novels usually have like a lot of art and even like choices that matter. So this is definitely not a visual novel. There is a story aspect, but I wouldn't even call this a visual novel. Even like Twisted Wonderland, which actually has the classification visual novel, still has rhythm stages and also the fighting stages. Still waiting for my rye bread. I hope the quality service worth this patience. LOL. The game is supposed to be your responses to scenarios in the story, you know, where your choices matter. Yeah, I've played a few. Like, I've played a lot. In fact, it was my main game for a while. Like, I think in, like, middle school. Like, in elementary, my main games were, like, shooters, stuff like that. And then in middle school, I jumped into a visual novel stage. And then now, as an adult, I kind of do everything, but more on the cozy side. But, like, yeah, immediately, Twisted Wonderland is a visual novel. Like, I can't even pull it up. I think it's pretty much called a visual novel in the App Store. Twisted Wonderland. Twisted Wonderland is a popular Japanese mobile visual novel puzzle rhythm game. So, like, a lot of games have, like, a visual novel, like, stories with choices that matter. But then those stories are not just a story. There's always something to make it more game-like. Like, in Twisted Wonderland, there's the rhythm stages. And then the fighting portion. I don't even remember puzzles now that I'm thinking about it. Like, there's always something else. The lack of distractions, the desperation, and the hyper-focused environment make the prisoners hyper-motivated. What? What are we talking about? When we grow that freedom of learning beyond its immeasurable skill. Heck, even when prisoners get super smart enough to to legally leave Smart. Yeah. So I don't mind, for me personally, I just want the developers' wish to be like respected, you know. So like if the developer wants to make a puzzle game with visual novel aspects or the other way around, I'm okay with that, but let the developer have their vision. I don't like it when other people try to influence them in some sort of way, you know. Like I feel like that removes the art of the game, you know what I mean? Like, so if the original vision is kept intact, that's what I like. Nowadays, even gacha games get into visual novel. I'm not sure if that's what it means, if that means a lot. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely, I feel like definitely a game with only like one thing to do would not be very fun for a lot of people. So I can understand why they don't just purely do like one genre.
Let's find a suitable portrait for the test. Come with me.
Imagine if we walk into a room and it's just... No! Please come in. This is a part where I slowly back towards the exit. Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 portraits right here. I'm trying to like zoom out and see if there's any others like right here. This one is just blank, it looks like. That's kind of funny. Like, that's kind of crazy. Like, Cassidy, girl. Why do you have so many pictures of me? And a plushie? I just realized that these are hanging from the wall. Like, these are hanging from the roof. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then on the floor, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 16. Who are you? Get out of my pod or I'll kick ya. Now, which portrait should we use?
I need a replica similar to the damaged portrait. That will help us confirm if the reagent really works.
Just the same as the old microtransaction vehicles are a bad feel. I guess I'd like to see branching paths in the story. Yes, that's one thing that I wish AFK Journey did a little bit more. And I kind of, like, a little bit. Like, while I love the homestead, I kind of wish we put a little bit more effort into the story. And then just different branching paths. I feel like this is trying to be a little bit like Mabby, how choices don't really matter, but that's not a thing that I liked about Mabby. I like when we have special choices that influence something. You know, I don't feel like the story should be the same based on every single person. I feel like that's a little bit boring, but maybe that's just me, and I like having choice. You know what I mean? I like when my choices matter, and I like when I'm rewarded or punished for choices. I feel like that's interesting. And Mabby still has a little bit of that. Like with, I remember, what's his name? Declan? When he was talking with Daidane in his like dream. I felt like that was a pretty cool sequence where you could actually fail that shadow mission. But sometimes you did pass. Right, I'm okay with missing out on some things. Like, I like how Mabby does the titles. You know, like, you have to like, I was so scared that I wouldn't get the right title. And I was so nervous that generation too, because I was not sure. I felt like I was getting a lot of minus Altum. And at some point I was like, what if I just switch gears and try to get the Finny title, which was the one who saved Finny. But in the end I got the one Altum longs for. 8. Charles desperately got jailed for both good and bad reasons and getting smart just to live and get life and freedom. I saw a video with people act like the actor who played Tony Stark. Really? Problem is that the titles feel arbitrary. They really are, but I don't really feel like... So what you're saying is that you're like, oh, if I selected Finny, I should get like extra strength or something. In that way, I like that they're not like... I like that they're all the same, but rather just like different like names, like different titles for different things. I wish I got the one that I wanted. I didn't want Unbent Stem for this new one, but whatever, it's fine.
Wait here for a moment. Once I find the right one, we'll go to my study to test it. If you get bored, feel free to browse my collection. Some of these pieces are impossible to find nowadays.
She has a new level of like hilariousness. Because what do you mean, browse my collection? They're all me. Imagine if imagine if you walked into somebody's room and then they have endless amounts of photos of you just like on display. And then they say, "Oh, sorry, I have to go somewhere really quickly. You know, I'm just going to get you a glass of water. But feel free to look at all my pictures." And it's just you. I would be what? Like, I'd be confused. Like, I don't know, maybe someone dies because you chose wrong. A bit extreme, I know. Okay, yeah, I feel that, Dime. I feel like that would be harder to do with the future generations. Like, if you make the wrong choice and Rory dies, who's gonna be there for Saga? You know what I mean? Like, if he dies in Generation 3, is Rory not gonna be there for Saga? So I can understand why they wouldn't make such a huge difference. But it would be cool to see maybe, like, slightly different reactions. For example, if you help Piran in Apocalypse, then Linden will give you a different dialogue. That would be fun. And maybe slight different dialogue. That way you don't have to like lose an entire character. Someone somewhere has a room full of imagine. I honestly wouldn't know what to say if somebody had a room full of me. I don't know. I feel like I would be like that's a little freaky.
I never thought I'd get a chance to show you my collection. Dear above, this feels like
Cassidy's crazy. Like, imagine if you had a stalker and they brought you to their room with photos of you and they're like, "Wow, I thought I'd never get to show you how crazy I am." I mean, I love Cassidy, don't get me wrong, I love her, but goodness, she's very bold. And hello, Lilium. Or maybe you fight someone different because you made someone mad. That's a great idea, Dime. That way nobody has to die, and then it wouldn't get too confusing. It's just like one character doesn't like you. I can appreciate that. And then you fight someone different, you have a different boss. Maybe the dialogue is different. Maybe... I feel that. Maybe this is a little much, but maybe you get a new skill. Like, everyone has a different skill. Kind of how we had Paladin in Dark Knight. This is one huge collection. Is this one of those devotee things? These are all portraits of Merlin? I'm gonna say it's one huge collection.
This is only a fraction of what's out there. I still have so many more to get, but I just can't afford them yet.
Girlie, don't go into debt, please.
The Mithril Consortium once released a life-sized bust of Merlin carved entirely from obsidian. Only 100 were made in all of Asperia. They sold out in less than a day. Not that I could have afforded one anyway.
That's rough. I'm sorry, Cassidy. Time to talk to Rowan about the licensing fee. He owes me.
These are all precious to me. Some are one of a kind. I never let anyone touch them. Not even myself if I'm feeling clumsy that day.
That's next level.
But you can look at anything you like.
She's sending me. Like, genuine. What do you say to this? Careful what you say. Cassidy's ready to stab you, imagine. Yeah, I also learned that Paladin and Dark Knight were premium feature. Really? I don't even remember. Were they? No, because I feel like I had it, but I could be wrong. No, I know I had it. They weren't like premium feature. What do you mean? They were. You just had to finish the generation.
This one's actually a replica of the portrait in the Serene Lyceum.
No, we love Cassidy. We adore Cassidy.
It lacks presence, the true soul of the original, but rumor has it it's one
Rumor has it, ooh, a rumor has it, ooh, a rumor has it. And thank you so much for the hydrate. I appreciate it. I'm sorry I just noticed. Don't forget me, I beg. I remember you said. Cassidy is very based. We love Cassidy. To be honest, that was so long ago, I don't really remember. I remember a lot of things used to be VIP paywalled, which really bothered me, but I still played anyway, because I still loved the game. And it wasn't necessary to have VIP to have fun. I was playing Mabby since like 2011. So I kind of forget. What was what. I just remember I had to be careful. And I did not have premium as a kid. So that was rough. Tears glistened in Alnina's eyes, her lips trembling as she struggled to hold them back. She was reluctant for a legendary mage to witness the sorrow of a princess on the verge of losing everything. Please. She clutched Merlin's arm, pleading, "My parents are gone. I cannot bear to see the kingdom they loved fall to ruin and sink beneath the sea." Merlin stared at Alnina's without another word. A mage's eyes were brimming with deep pain and compassion. "I am only a mage, not a god," Merlin replied, looking into her eyes. "What has happened cannot be undone. Your kingdom has been claimed by the sea." What on earth? Is this like fanfiction? When did that happen? Merlin plushie.
Oh, this plush doll? It was made 10 years ago by Savannah's most famous toy maker. It sold out right away and was never made again.
Honestly, it's kind of clutch that she got it.
I bought one the day it hit the shelves, and then my father surprised me with another.
Oh!
The likeness isn't perfect, but I didn't have the heart to throw it away.
Cassidy flips through a thick stack of portraits and finally finds the one she needed. And honestly, I can't even be that mad at Cassidy because I have like a bunch of merch from like, I have a bajillion Kirby plushies. I have a bajillion like Apple because I love Twisted Wonderland. Apple Felmier is my favorite character. And I have a bunch of keychains, like folders, all of this stuff of him. So I can't even like say anything mad about having like a collection. I also have multiple collections. It's just funny that the collection is me. You know, like that's kind of like a little bit odd. But I guess, I mean, hey, she bought everything fair and square. Got it. Let's head to the study and test the reagent. And a lot of these portraits are different. They're not the exact same except for these two. These two. We just need this one. We just need to apply the reagent directly to the painting. It's working. It's working! It's working!
Look! The magic circle! My theory was right! Thanks to you, it worked on the very first try. It's getting late. We should head back to the Lyceum to restore the portrait. Wait, autograph! You promised!
Okay, yeah, I'll give you the autograph. Cassidy leaves briefly and comes back with an armful of collectibles. A quiet sigh escaped you. You begin to work on signing every single item one by one.
Thank you so much! I'll treasure these forever!
Cassidy's cute though, I love her. My hand aches from all that signing. That is like canon. I do have wrist like issues. I don't know why. Like I don't even like do that much with my hand, but it's always like snapping and stuff. Like, do you hear this? Like, it's popping. I wonder how things are going. The damage has been repaired.
Cassidy, you're finally back.
The damage is repaired and the frame is fixed. It was a truly
Pasty Gristle, what is that? Carpal tunnel syndrome unlocked in the game from all that signing. Imagine if we got an achievement. You got carpal tunnel.
Now we need you two to reveal the spell, so Niall and Pippa can channel the painting's magic back.
Pippa! No problem. Leave it to us. Leave it to Lammy. It's solid. We've tested it.
Excellent. I can't wait to see the result.
Here we go. Here we go! The cartilage between your joints. Yeah, and I always, like, whenever I move my hand, it makes that sound, like, nonstop. And it's only on my right hand. It's not my left hand. My left hand doesn't have the much, like, tension. I am right-handed. I'm not sure. Like, I try not to write with it anymore. Not that much. And I try not to use traditional pencils anymore. Because I'm not trying to, like, damage my hand. I don't know what's going on, but I'm not about to risk it. You use a reagent on Merlin's portrait. A magic circle slowly appears on the floor.
Is this it? The magic circle from the spell formula. That's amazing.
Simply put, it's an alchemy solution that reveals a spell formula in the form of a magic circle.
Incredible! It looks so complex. I'm getting dizzy just looking at it.
Make me some mac and cheese too. And Snuggy can give me the Sour Patch Kids. Cassidy, good thing she only knows us for now. At least it's better than being a mauler. You literally. And honestly, I can appreciate such sincerity that Cassidy has. And then she treats me relatively like a normal person. You know, she doesn't treat me like an animal in an exhibit. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like a lot of times they idolize people so much that they don't allow that person to have, like, feelings anymore. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but people treat people who have, like, celebrity status just differently. You'll airdrop me some? Thank you. But honestly, I don't mind it. Like, I vibe with Cassidy. I think specifically because it's her.
Yes, it's your turn. Finally, time to show off some real spellcraft. Princess, we should invite Princess Peggy to see this.
Okay. Princess Peggy arrives shortly after receiving the message. Oh no, hiccups. She examines the restored portrait and the glowing circle on the floor with great interest.
Amazing! The damaged part is repaired. And this circle, is it for enchanting the portrait?
Yes, Your Highness. Pippa and I will now enchant the portrait.
Imagine if it fails.
A painting enchantment? How fascinating.
The colors are coming back. Watch this, Highness. The magical flow is just starting. Let me show. What's happening? My magic, it's gone. What? We're losing it. I can't. I must keep pushing. Watch out. I can't control it. Good. Finally, it's done. They passed out. Goodness gracious. What happened to him? What's going on? Warning. Regulation. Non-mages are... What? He just lost his magic. Aww. And it's not that dime. There's 2 reasons why I forgive her. 1, because she's fictional. So there's no harm done. 2, she respects me still. Not like a pet, you know what I mean? Like, she just has a fascination with Merlin, which I'm fine with. It would be a problem if 1, she was real, and then 2, she didn't treat me like a real person, and then started treating me like I was an object. But like, for example, my dad has photos of me and would like to put them on like phone wallpaper and all this stuff. It's like a matter of respect. If it was a guy, it's fine. The thing is the matter of respect and then why you do what you do. And then also it's a little bit different because I am a VTuber. So, you know, if somebody had like a bunch of my merch, that's a huge honor for me. You know what I mean? And then it is the level of idolization. You know what I mean? So Cassidy still treats me like a regular person. For example, if somebody had like 50,000 Ariana Grande photos, I'm actually okay with that as long as they don't bother the real Ariana Grande. How does that not make sense? Like, I really don't know, Dime. I really don't know. Now, if it was true stalker, that's an issue. You know, like they buy all of your merch and they're like, I bought all your merch. You owe me a date now. You know, that's creepy. Like, that's weird. Or if it's like, you know what, I donated $1,000. You should visit me. 50K Ariana Grandes, it was an example. But yeah, and it's like the level, a level of like respect there. Why are the guards going after? I have to go check him out. This person is only unconscious with no visible injuries. The strange part is all his magic is gone. His body is completely unresponsive to any spells. You have never seen anything like this. Why did he suddenly lose all his magic? Is it connected to the spell he just cast now?
He was performing well a moment ago. Why would he suddenly collapse? And the guards, what are they doing here?
Yeah, being a super fan is not the problem. It's being a super fan plus one. You know what I mean? Like the craziness. Like Cassidy is fine. She is just a super fan. She still treats me the same as like any other regular person. That's fine. Super fans are fine. It's like if Cassidy was like, I know your real name. If you don't if you don't like do this with me, I will never, like, I will spill all your secrets. You know what I mean? Like, she's not threatening us. She's living her life relatively the same. She just buys merch on the side. Cassidy has a fascinating love and respect for animals. 100%. I also loved getting to know that side of her. Yeah, she's sweet. He's lost all magic. He's no longer a mage.
What do you mean? Like, never?
So I think Cassidy is fine. And then Cassidy is like the farthest you can get without crossing crazy levels. Like, let me think of somebody who's not okay. Like Gasayuno from Mirai Nikki. Not okay. Let me think of somebody else. Lucian, like in the game, Koe ex-producer. Lucian in part 1 is unacceptable. Lucian in part 2 is fine. I'd be skeeved out. LOL. No, I do think that, like,
What is going on here?
it depends on what you define as problem. I do think there's something neurodivergent about Cassidy. I do think that. I genuinely do think that. But is it a problem? I don't think so. But she's not neurotypical, at least I don't think so. Oh, Gasai. Yeah.
You mean the one that makes people lose their magic power completely? So that's what Nile has?
Nile. Cleo de Nile, she's so beguiled, even though she acts so
The
vile.
guards mistook him for an intruder. It all happened so fast, though. What kind of illness can wipe out someone's magic affinity this quickly? And he showed no symptoms at all. What happened here?
We can think about that later. For now, we need to find the headmaster and send Nile to the healer.
No, look! More guards are coming! Wait, Headmaster Lema is here!
Stop. In the name of love, I order you to cease the attack immediately.
The guards! They aren't responding to the headmaster's orders! Oh, what do we do now? We can't keep fighting the guards. That's against the school regulations.
Don't worry, Pippa, we're fine.
Listen, these guards are powerful.
I will not defend Gasai. No, she's crazy. Gasai, you know, is fully crazy. I think we can all agree on that. Cassidy is fine, though. You see what I mean? Like, there's a difference between Gasai Yuno and Cassidy. Cassidy is like the very last you can be while still being normal. Like, still being a regular functioning member of society. Gasai Yuno is past that.
We must find a way to destroy them.
And while Yuno is great for story reasons, I would not want her IRL. Get her away from me.
Destroy them. Or get a small arcane disruptor.
No way, that's too dangerous. Where would you even get one?
The school museum has one. It's an older model that I've seen several times while volunteering. No time to lose. The guards won't back off, and Nile is in serious trouble. Hold them off until I get back.
We can't let the guards near Nile before Sylvan returns. You know, eventually I want to make a bag for AFK Journey. I don't think I have enough stuff. What exactly happened? I didn't get a chance to read why he collapsed. So basically, when he collapsed, all the guards started approaching him and they were like, oh, you're not a mage. Intruder alert. So we found out that he has like an illness. Remember at the beginning of this chapter, they were talking about how there was a strange illness that broke out where when somebody got infected with it, they lost all their magical powers. That's what happened to him, but we're so confused as to why it happened so suddenly. I agree. I'm glad they didn't have Cassidy at the crazy crossing line. That spoiled it a lot for some of the hero friends, fam, love interest. I had too much. Yeah, true. Please don't lag the cutscene. It looks good right now. It looks like the other one was the only one that was lagging.
Be careful.
Everyone, be careful! Hey!
What is that? Oh, that's the disruptor, right? Good.
I think it's over.
Oh, no, I didn't even think about that. I literally did not think about that. I did not think about that. Oh, no. This is horrible. This is bad news. No, Zoria, go. Do not let anybody know it was you. Goodness gracious. No. Oh no, everybody knows now. Oh no. Siren and Druella arrive at the scene to restore order. The area is utter chaos. The interrupted test panics students and anxious teachers. The tension grows heavy with every passing moment. Because remember, so Sylvan, what happened was Sylvan got the little magic disruptor to disengage all of the guards, right? So that they could bring Niall to the infirmary. But then when he did that, Professor Lamar was there. But remember, Professor Lamar was only walking around because of Professor Zoria's magic. So when the EMP happened, or the arcane disruptor, it not only knocked down the guards, but removed all magic in the area, including our magic as Magister Merlin and Zoria's magic over Professor Lamar. No one knew that the headmaster was a fake. That was the thing. They were having that Professor Lamar there because they wanted the killer to be off guard. You know what I mean? Like they wanted the killer not to realize anything was wrong and to just proceed. Professor Zoria turns her attention to the frightened students trying to restore order. Observing the chaos, you see Siren staring at the spot where the headmaster fell. He shakes his head silently.
Everyone, as you can see, we have had a serious incident here.
I don't know, like whenever he starts speaking, I want to punch him. Like I know he didn't even do anything right here. Like he's just a bad guy and I already have aggression.
Given the severity of this matter, I'm reporting it to the royal court immediately. As for the Lyceum's internal affairs...
Suplexity, exactly. Let's go.
Immediate lockdown. No one is authorized to leave the premises until we determine the cause of this incident.
Dorella, please reconsider. The headmaster's condition should not go public. Keeping everyone here will only cause panic and hinder the investigation. We should let the students return to their...
Well, you gotta grab some lunch. Have a good one. Have a good one too. It was lovely to see you, James.
No way. This concerns the headmaster himself. We will not let anyone escape until they have been cleared.
Do they know that the headmaster is dead?
They are all students of the Serene Lyceum. Our students. If they are to be considered suspects, you should first put all faculty members on your suspect list.
Mm-hmm.
You make a good point. Now, do as the deputy headmistress requests.
Ooh-hoo!
Guards, check every student present add them to a list for further investigation, and revoke their exit permissions. No one leaves the Lyceum.
Yes, Deputy Headmistress.
What have I done? Headmaster, this can't be real. Yeah, the way he saw it was that his once living teacher is now dead on the floor. How could this have happened? How could this happen to me?
The arcane disruptor. I activated it, and then the headmaster... But why? How could that device cause the headmaster to collapse?
Let's not think about it too hard, Sylvan.
Oh no! First Niall, then the headmaster!
We gave them trauma. We really gave them trauma for life.
Let me go! I didn't do anything!
Stop resisting. You are not allowed to leave until we finish logging your information.
Like, what are you gonna do, though? Like... I just don't understand what those guards think they're gonna do. The scene remains chaotic, and the students are terrified. Sylvan is visibly distressed. He honestly has a reason to be distressed. His face drained of color. He's clearly convinced this is all his fault. Beside him, Pippa is trembling, her ears twitching constantly like a frightened animal. She is clearly terrified. While everyone else is lost in fear, you notice Gervin quietly scanning the crowd. After a moment's hesitation, he steps forward.
Pippa. Just go get your information logged first. We were right here. And
If it was me, I'd straight up give a fake name. I'd vanish. Like, these guards would not know me.
Everyone, please stay calm.
Honestly, what I would do if I was Pippa is give the name of somebody else. Sorry, Patch Kid Slap. Thank you.
Once that's done, we will get clearance from Magister Siren and Headmistress Strella. And then we should be able to leave.
If I was Pippa, I would have said I was Jervin. I would have said I was Jervin and gave all his information.
Sylvan, take a deep breath.
If he's so okay with giving his info.
Can only temporarily suppress nearby magic. There's no way it could take down a mage as powerful as the Headmaster.
They're so good, right, Shnuggy?
You know that. There must be another cause we haven't found yet. Maybe the Headmaster was just exhausted from the selection exam preparations and simply
let's say that, Gervin. Let's say that.
Stay calm. Let's wait for Professor Solis's report.
But it was still me who suggested using the device.
It's fine, Sylvan. It's not your fault. It really
Don't blame
isn't.
yourself. If it wasn't for you, the guards might have caused more harm.
It'll do more harm than good. Why don't you fall?
This isn't on you.
Fall, little Wendy bird, fall. Why don't you fall?
I know. I just need a moment. Thank you. Both of you.
Attention.
Do not let Sylvan know that the Headmaster is dead.
Incident, but there is no cause for panic. If you haven't logged your information yet, find the nearest Lyceum guard now. Once you've given your information, please remain in place until you receive further instructions.
What would you do if you were in this kind of situation? Would you give your information or would you just dip? Because I would do everything in my power to just dip. I have magic. I can't fly. Like, I don't understand. Like, what's the logic? Why can't I just teleport away? Like, for real. You see Siren walk towards the Headmaster's body. Trailing him at a cautious distance is Zoria. She is clearly observing his every move. Lie, and lie. Literally, I am not staying there. You quietly move closer, unnoticed by the Lyceum guards trying to observe Siren's next action. Headmaster! Siren kneels to examine the Headmaster's body. Zoria approaches him and he rises to speak with her.
Professor Zoria, my old mentor. Perfect timing.
Punch! Suplex him!
Many questions about what just happened. But above all, why has Headmaster Lamar ended up like this? And perhaps you can enlighten me.
An investigation is already underway to determine exactly that. I have no answers yet.
Excellent. Then let's see where this investigation takes us.
I wouldn't run. That would only break our cover and raise suspicion. We have a magical spy agency of protection job to do. Okay, so if I was Merlin, like if I was Merlin in this situation, okay, because I'm not even giving my real name anyway. My real name is a secret. Rebecca is just a cover. So it's fine for Merlin. Because it was fake anyway. But if I was anybody else, like if I was Pippa, Jervin, Cassidy, all of them, I would not stay there. Period.
Magic is a profound and mysterious thing. It can achieve wonders that ordinary people call impossible.
Okay.
It can turn falsehood into truth, or even bring the dead back to life. But a disguise is still a disguise. It cracks eventually. Don't you agree, Professor Zoria?
If you're talking about those who disguise their crimes or villains posing as heroes, then yes.
Get him!
Their deceit always comes to light.
Get him, get him, get him.
But I remember teaching you this. Not all disguises are born of malice. Motives and actions are two very different things.
Testify! Okay. Maybe I don't necessarily... Like, I do agree that, like, sometimes... Sometimes it... So, to a degree, I do believe that sometimes disguises are necessary. Obviously, we are here. However, I don't like how she separates motives and actions entirely. Like, they're two very different things. But they do relate to each other. Sometimes your motive doesn't matter. Like, if you commit a crime, you commit a crime. That's it. Like I was mentioning the other day, like, if when it comes to, for example, murder, and you commit murder under duress is no longer an offense. Like, it's no longer a defense for you. So basically, you will be tried as a murderer. Because duress is not it. There's a line. So your motive doesn't matter in that case. It's the action. So I do think that while they are different, they do go hand in hand, and sometimes it doesn't matter what your motives are.
Of course, Professor. I remember your teachings well. Perhaps that lesson could use a refresher, though. Surely, over the years, you've seen disguises that weren't evil. Care to share a few examples with your old student?
Siren. Oh.
I think it's better that you discover those on your own. That's the best way to learn a lesson. For now, I think we have more pressing matters to attend to.
Sorry to interrupt, Magister Siren. We need your advice on the selection exam.
Really? That's what we're worried about right now? Okay.
With such an incident, I suggest that the exam be suspended until the investigation is concluded.
Of course, Magister Siren. I will inform the students.
Siren casts a glance at Drella, then shifts his gaze towards the ground. Following his look, you see the arcane disruptor lying there. That device... I have to be careful, because I accidentally tabbed out, so I have to tab back in. Okay. That device clearly played a key role in this incident. It interrupted the spell Zoria placed on the headmaster, revealing his true condition in front of everyone. Did Sylvan really use it by coincidence, or did he know exactly what he was doing? And was a tense exchange between Siren and Zoria connected to all this somehow? How about Siren's signal to Druella? You feel yourself lost in the fog of mysteries. Perhaps you should examine the small arcane disruptor yourself. Okay, but that is where we end for today. I literally have zero inclination that any of those guys are evil. Like, to be honest, like, I don't think it was Druella. I don't think it was anybody. It's either Siren or Gervin. I just have zero inclination to think anything else. But yes, we will be raiding out. Thank you so much for coming, everyone. Have a good night or morning. See you guys next time. Love you guys and stay sweet. Bye. Bye, bye, bye. Don't wanna be a fool for you.